All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to tackle a feeling I think a lot of us know really well, overthinking. But here's the twist. We're going to look at it from a completely different angle. We're going to challenge that old idea that it's just a sign of anxiety. I mean, does that question just hit you right where you live? You know that feeling like your mind has 100 different tabs open at once and you just cannot find the close button on any of them? You're not just thinking, you're analyzing, then reanalyzing, and then for good measure, analyzing your analysis. Exactly. It can be just absolutely draining. You run through conversations in your head before they even happen. You pick apart things that happened days ago, searching for some hidden meaning. It's like you're running a mental marathon 24/7, and there's no finish line in sight. But what if, just what if, all of that mental chaos isn't actually a flaw? What if it's not a sign of anxiety at all, but instead it's pointing to something way deeper, something kind of profound about how your brain is actually wired? Okay, so let's break this down because this is where things get really interesting. On one hand, you've got anxiety. We all know that one, right? It's that state of worry, that fear, that laser focus on the worst case scenario. But then look at the other side, cognitive complexity. This is a totally different ballgame. It's not about being afraid. It's simply a way of processing the world. It's not about just seeing the bad stuff. It's about trying to see everything. So here's the key idea. Think of cognitive complexity as your brain operating in high definition. While other people might see a situation in, black and white, your mind is seeing the full spectrum. All the colors, all the shades, all the different textures. It's this deep-seated need to understand the world, not just for what it is, but for everything it could be. So how does this actually play out in real life? Well, let's walk through 7 signs that might suggest what you're experiencing isn't just plain old anxiety, but actually this really powerful mental trait. First up, and this one is a biggie, this gets mistaken for being indecisive all the time. People might tell you, just make a decision already. But for you, it's not that simple, is it? Your brain is instinctively mapping out every single path, every potential outcome, all the pros and all the cons. It's not that you can't commit. You're just doing a ridiculously thorough risk assessment first. Okay, the second sign is this. You're that person. The one who picks up on the tiny shift in someone's tone of voice or the small inconsistency in a story that nobody else seemed to notice. This isn't about nitpicking. It's what you might call high-fidelity perception. Your brain is just taking in a much richer, more detailed stream of information from the world around you. And coming in at number 3. This is a classic. It's not just about worrying about what's for dinner tomorrow. No, you're mentally fast-forwarding, picturing how a choice you make today could create ripples weeks, months, or even years down the road. It's the difference between playing checkers and playing 3-dimensional chess. Your mind is always thinking several moves ahead. All right, sign number 4 is all about your unique ability to connect the dots. Does your mind ever just leap from, say, ancient history to a new tech startup, but in your head, you can perfectly trace the weird, intricate path that got you there? That is a huge sign of creativity and high-level pattern recognition. Your brain isn't made of neat little boxes. It's a giant interconnected web, always finding links where other people see nothing. Fifth on our list is something that really speaks to a deep curiosity. You're just not satisfied with the surface-level answer. You have to know the why. You need to understand the systems underneath, the real motivations, the root causes of things. And look, this isn't about being difficult or argumentative. It's a genuine intellectual drive to take the world apart just to see how it works. Number 6. This one can look a whole lot like worry on the surface. You're constantly running what-if scenarios, but here's the crucial difference. Anxious thoughts tend to get stuck in a negative loop, right? But cognitive complexity uses what-ifs as a powerful simulation tool. You're basically stress testing your ideas and preparing for anything that might come up. Think of it like a mental flight simulator. And finally, this 7th sign. And I have a feeling this one might hit close to home for a lot of you. Have you ever tried to explain your whole thought process to someone, only to get a blank stare back, or worse, they just tell you, wow, you're really overthinking this? That feeling of being isolated is so common. When your mind is working with this much detail and complexity, it can be really hard for others to keep up, and it can leave you feeling like you're speaking a totally different language. So if you found yourself nodding along to a few of those signs, it is time for a major reframe. This thing you do, it's not a disorder that needs to be fixed or a flaw you have to apologize for.
It's a powerful cognitive engine, and once you understand it, you can actually learn to harness it.
This just says it perfectly, doesn't it? That mental energy you're spending isn't just pointless worry. It's the hard work of a highly analytical brain, doing exactly what it was built to do: process the world with incredible depth and precision.
Let that one sink in for a second. Your tendency to analyze everything from every angle isn't a glitch in your system. It's a premium feature. The real key is learning how to use that feature instead of letting it use you.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you can see this trait not as a burden, but as a real potential strength, what's one way you can start to channel that incredible processing power?